how I post YouTube videos kind of mirrors how I kind of should approach life, at least according to System 1. System 1 unleashes the most resources to me, both in terms of physical but also mental, when I do things it interprets as most necessary as of right now. It's often the thought that only moments ago already was way too daring to try to even touch it. But then of course, often, but not actually often, but it then often is exactly the thing I need to do. I might not be able to do it right now, but in the long term, if I avoid what System 1 says and thinks is right, then eventually System 1 stops cooperating. Dopamine is always there. At the end of the day, of course, there might be physiological restrictions, which I am constantly battling. But it also seems to me, what does it seem to me? I wanted to say that I kind of can unleash more resources if I cooperate with System 1. But to some extent, I at the same time also hold this other thought in my head, which is that I'm already trying everything I can. So basically, there are no more resources. I'm already trying, I'm already on the edge, and I have been. Now, of course, sometimes I need downtime. Yesterday, for example, I just stood there, doing absolutely nothing. I just wondered whether it will always be like this. But of course, I already wondered thousands of times before. I had exactly the same thought. When will it ever be over? This endless stream of thoughts, this endless need to implement everything that System 1 suggests, because otherwise it will haunt me. So how I post YouTube videos is that I record a video and then I post it, and ideally never think about it ever again. I don't post YouTube videos that I think are half-baked, even though often the recording is half-baked, as I still totally haven't figured out how to pause and play. There also seems to be a latency in YouTube Shorts recording. My mind, it seems, only has a certain amount of RAM, working memory. So the more things I have to think about that are not done yet, the less RAM I have for doing the thing I need to do right now. Which means that ideally, I do something and then it's done. But of course in real life, many processes aren't like this, because there constantly are things that only are decided in the future, by me or by other entities. But at least I can do everything I can right now, i.e. the overlap of what needs to be done and what I already can do. And what I then do is I switch to the next task, and then I do this task fully, which of course also is only which of course again is an oversimplification, because what is a task and what is no task, and how long is a task going on? I also need to sleep. Is sleep a task, etc. So the way I post YouTube videos is that I record and then I publish. And if I don't want to publish, then I delete. And I can always do it again. It just, of course, there is only so much lifetime. So if I already recorded a YouTube video and then it did not turn out the way I would like it to have turned out, then also it's kind of a thought that I already had. I already went through. So often I just don't re-record.